Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oregon's offense will have the first possession of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these 2 running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offense.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them.
Turning it on! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The play action fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Ducks will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. The Wolverines offense has the ball for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Makes the catch. It's Douglas. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Douglas. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And
got some room in to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And the Ducks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Quarterback making adjustments. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll move the wide receiver. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. It's complete. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They're up by 7 over Alabama. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
What a great play, winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
$4. $4 sticks.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Sharp. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Ducks in the hurry up.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
Come on, but there's no comparison.
Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down.
Yeah.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
Man, they got a little field goal.
Absolutely perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nah.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Hold on.
Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. From the gun, running back gets to give. At the 35, he's loose. It's a running room. Past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Oh, they're after him. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The running back has it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make... Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Going to try to pop one on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Looking to fire. With the catch, it's ball. He's loose.
Yep.
They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The AT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over NC State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds his target down the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Touchdown Ducks! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy, because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Douglas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Michigan offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick-6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Firing to the right, complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Now on 1st down from the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Douglas. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
Now on 1st down from the 43. To the air on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the 1st option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his...
Wide open on the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
Let's go!
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverine.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Douglas. Brings into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more.
It's a seam wide open. Inside the 30. Inside. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over NC State. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll pull it on the read. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Throws and fires complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. On his way back from the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's ball. And tackled there by the defense.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Fighting off the defender. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Wants to go up top on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll try to get outside. And some room to work. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards, added up for a first down. And the Wolverines are on the move. Might be changing the route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Wide receiver going in motion. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. It's caught. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Hit as he throws.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, and you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone, the offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And it's no good. He missed it. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away at.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Running back searching for a hole. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to the running game. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Here they're trying to get to the edge. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Offense facing 4th down.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying to do it on the ground. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Gage. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds his man. It's Douglas. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look... like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna sling it on second down. Here's the pressure. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Hey, this has been one of those days you're going to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Here comes the heat. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So here comes the Michigan offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Back to pass, it's Hawkins. It's complete to the left. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Catch in the middle, it's Suggs.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Tight end now in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. And the Wolverines are on the move. From the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
All right, you've now tried running the ball down here a couple times. It hasn't worked. What are you going to do on 4th down? Are you settling for a field goal? Or do you've got to play in your back pocket to go get you 6?
A long way to go on 4th and goal. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Handoff to the single back. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off, accuracy.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Douglas. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his big tight end.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, Dave. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They'll give it to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.